Most parts of life is simply showing up. Because no matter what you do, and this is such an interesting truth, it's like no matter how much you love what you do, there are days when you just aren't in it. You just mentally, maybe even physically, you're just not there. And those are the days when it's most important to start. And the expectation doesn't need to be the world. The expectation doesn't need to be that it's something game-changing or revolutionary. But the expectation has to be that you are the kind of person that even when you don't want to, you sit yourself in front of that computer and you just start typing. And maybe nothing comes from it. Maybe something does. But you showed up. You know, when it was most difficult, you showed up. And the interesting thing is that sometimes that situation is exactly when the best stuff comes. You know, believe it or not, when we don't want to be there, or we're really using, all the discipline we have left in our body to make it happen, great things come from those moments. We're all in different worlds, with different narratives, different stories, different priorities. But that will always be a commonality. There are times when you don't want to do what you most need to do. It is seeing yourself as that. The person that makes it happen, the person that finds it within themselves to show up, to be there, to just do something, to get the ball rolling. You can always be doing more than you're doing. Whether you're sitting there, or whether you are in a world of hurt, going through hell, there is a way to level up. There is a next level. There's something more. There is the next stair in the staircase. And sometimes, we just simply need to be reminded that, because the default is comfortable. Even when you push yourself to a level you've never pushed before. Well, guess what? The ceiling becomes the floor. Your new normal. You adapt very quickly. And sometimes you need that whispering in your ear. Hey, you're comfortable. You can do a little bit more. You can always do a little bit more. There's no rule that says you can't be 1 second faster. There's no rule that says you can't push a little bit harder. And that message I keep in my back pocket. Because every time I draw from it, I improve. My life improves. And if you have aspirations, which I know everyone listening to this or watching this does, right? We know that infinite pool of possibility to draw from. So why waste it? And the more you get that reminder, no matter what you're doing, hey, there's more in you, period. That will never be a false statement. There is more in you. And I'm really implementing that right now into the creative aspect of my life. And there's a growing pain. And sometimes it's difficult. But the reward is through the roof. And the change, it occurs quickly. There's always more in you. And if you don't remind yourself of that, it just goes untapped, right? I'd never know what that other door could unlock. So whether it's running, whether it's work, whether it's at home, whether it's a relationship, whether it's something you're building, whether it's something you want to create, whether it's something you want to stop doing, you can always be doing it a little bit faster. A little bit faster. And that's what this video is about. And I hope you remember that. I hope this is that whispering in your ear that you need to remind yourself, hey, I'm operating here at a fraction of what I could be doing. I'm tiptoeing right now. I could be sprinting. There are so many situations that are this peak in our life. This cliff that we know we need to jump from. We know the other side is better, or we suspect, but we can't bring ourselves to do it. It's so hard to leave, until you do. It's terrifying to uproot, to change, to go somewhere you don't know. But once you do, life opens up. It's incredible. The other side is beautiful, and it's waiting for you. All of this is coming to a single point, a rule that I use to guide my decision making. And the rule is simple. If you are not content where you are, that is your reason to jump. Because on that cliff, rationality dissolves. The future is unknown, and it's scary. And how are you going to logically talk yourself into a scary situation when you're at that point? You can't. It doesn't make sense. And I think that's why so many of us are scared to make that jump. And we ultimately turn back, and we concede and go, okay, I'll just stick with what I have. This isn't great, but it is what it is. I can't bring myself to make that jump. We're all there at some point. And in the moment, you can't logically speak through them, so you just have to go. And it's like, well, how do you logically? You don't. You just go. Because if the present is not making you content, go, jump, right? Never forget that the path, the future, is comprised of a trillion paths. And you can bend them and shape them and remake them. And sometimes it won't work. Sometimes it'll blow up in your face. But again, you're still presented with an opportunity to adjust and remake and bend and reapproach and continue forward, right? The only way to lose is to stay on that cliff for the rest of your life. And so, if you needed some type of rationality, if you needed some type of reason, I'm hoping that maybe I can give that to you today. If you are not content where you are, jump. Because somewhere along the way, you'll figure it out. Every time I've jumped, it's changed my life for the better. Maybe not immediately, but ultimately. And as I say, that's what life's all about.